Good morning, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. What's happening? I hope everybody's having a great start to your Thursday, a little thirsty Thursday action. I've got to share this on my personal page. So while you guys are doing it, come on in. Let me know where you're watching from. Put some comments put it in the box. Put it in the box. Tell me where everybody's at today. Today's Stay Thirsty Thursday. Waiting for it to show that it is live. Sharing it on my personal page. Here we go. Because I can't go live on Facebook because Zuckerberg sucks. I'm just going to put that. Zuck sucks. That's how I am going to do the Daily Truth. Sharing it. Okay. Hope everybody's having a great start to your day. We are good to go. We're ready to rock and roll. Today is about time. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Had some matters to deal with. So this is a commentary on the fact that you have to realize that a couple things. This is just a nuanced version of life is short, but there was it was on my time hop from a couple years ago. Watched it yesterday, and it was a clip that I love from the movie Holy Man with Eddie Murphy, where he says 75 summers. At best, you've got 75 years. Not at best. If you're lucky, you have 75 years. You could have 80. I plan on having over 80, but say I'm 41 right now. Say I live to 81. That means I got 40 years left, which means 40 years, you got 40 summers, 40 falls, 40 winters, 40 springs. And if you look at things in that perspective, it comes at you very short. How many of those are with good health, with great health, all these different things. So start to embrace the moment, embrace the little things. And it's, if you want to love more, love more. If you want to experience more, experience more. And there was a key line in it where I was like, this is just, it could be considered cheesy. But then he says, that doesn't mean your life needs to come to a grinding halt to just live in this moment in fantasy land and fairy tale land. But it's a point where you can become a seeker. This reminds me of another interview that I heard about a guy talking about people's parents. And it relates to pretty much any loved one. It relates to any of the situations you're going through in this world where you feel as though there's not a lot of time left, or maybe you feel like there's a ton of time. It's no big deal. But think about it like this. Your parents, who most people love, they raised you, and you go through day after day with them when you're growing up. And then all of a sudden, you go to college and you start to separate, and you see each other every couple weeks or whatever it might be. And then you start to think about it from a perspective. If you move across the country and say you're 40 years old, your parents are 60 years old, 65 years old. That means if they're 65, the average lifespan, they've got another 10 to 15 years. Say they've got 15 years left and you're only seeing them maybe twice a year. That means that although you saw your parents every day growing up, if you take 15 years by 2 times a year, if you're one of those people that don't see your parents or family that much, that means that you only have 30 more encounters with your parents. Think about how short that is in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, you've got phones and FaceTimes, but that interpersonal connection is very, very different. You only have so much time. So make the best of that time. If there's something you want to do with your life, and like I said, it doesn't mean have things come to a grinding halt, but if there's something that you want to embrace and something you want to do, something you want to learn, someplace that you want to go, realize that if you are lucky, your whole life consists of 75 summers, 75 springs, 75 winters, 75 falls. Just remember that. Before I get into just the wrap up of this today, last night's speaking class was fantastic. We had an absolute blast. We had like 8 or 9 people, and 8 people. We had 8. Make sure you join on the next one. If you want to get better at speaking in any way, shape, or form, communicating, etc., go to doubledownspeaking.com. Register. It's a free workshop on Wednesday nights. Had a couple strangers on that one that have found me from my scraping tools and all the different things. I go to find new people, find some friends, find some people that are interested in making the rest of their life the best of their life. So go to doubledownspeaking.com. So let's recap. The truth is you've only got about 75 years if you're lucky. Sometimes it's shorter. Look at people that have their life end in a blink, without even thinking about it. 50 years old, 55, 60 years old, 25. Who knows? You don't know how much time you got left. So as in the movie Holy Man, think about it like this. You've only got 75, if you're lucky, 75 years. 75 summers, 75 falls, 75 winters, and 75 springs. What are you going to do with that time? What do you want to do at that time that you haven't been doing with that time? Do it. Take action. Don't make your world come to a screeching halt to all of a sudden backpack in the middle of Europe at the age of 45 years old and ruin all your finances, but find the middle ground. Make sure that you are seeing the loved ones you want to see, loving the people that you want to love, being around the things that you want to do, enjoying the hobbies that you want to be a part of. This life was meant to be enjoyed. Hard work is great. Do it to make sure you are that person, but also enjoy your life. That's today's daily truth in around 5 minutes or less. Um, put some comments as you're watching this. You're making me feel that I'm Cash's listening demographic today. That's funny. Uh, Put in the comments any topics you want me to cover. I realized when I was going through topics, I'm down to like 4 or 5 that I've not covered. So go ahead and give me some more stuff you'd like me to talk about. We'll do quote days again starting next week. Tomorrow's Felt Tap Friday. I will see you later. Don't be a garbage human being. Don't surrender your pets. God bless.